What are code reviews and why do they matter? Hi there, my name's Josh. I'm one of the founders here at Product HQ. In this video, we're going to discuss what code reviews are, the different types of code reviews, and why they should matter to you. But before we go any further, take a moment to subscribe to our channel, and that way you won't miss any of the great videos that we come out with on how to build great products. Now let's go ahead and jump in. So code reviews, also known as peer code reviews, are software quality assurance processes whereby one or more developers check another developer's code. And when done correctly, code reviews ensure that developers send out the highest quality code. It also streamlines the software development process and reduces the work required down the line. Because software is written by humans, it's prone to errors, so steps like code reviews can be implemented to make better code. And additionally, reviewers can identify bugs, memory leaks, and scalability issues missed by the original software developer, who we'll call in this case the author. Code reviews seek to do more than just find bugs. They also help developers find answers to important questions like, is the code well designed? Are the requirements fully implemented, and does it conform to style guidelines? Can the code be made simpler, and will future developers understand the code? Does the code include the necessary automated tests? And these questions ensure that code reviewers check for things that machines miss. So what are some of the common code review approaches? Well, in the email thread, whenever a piece of code is written and ready for review, that file can be sent via email to the appropriate reviewers. And this approach is more flexible than traditional methods because there's no need to have several people meet in one room for every code inspection. Pair programming puts software developers side by side, allowing them to work on the same code together, where they can check each other's work as the project moves along. Although beneficial for junior developers seeking mentorship from seniors, this approach may need further review to provide objectivity. The over-the-shoulder approach is one of the easiest and oldest ways to code review. Once a code is ready to be reviewed, the author sits down with the reviewer to explain what was done. And despite the hands-on approach, it can become overwhelming if there aren't any tracking methods. And finally, there's a tool-assisted approach, one of the newest and easiest methods of code reviews. It uses software-based code review tools to find potential issues, and it solves some of the limitations seen in other approaches and is much faster. Meetings aren't necessary, and notifications let authors know every time an error pops up. And one of the biggest benefits of code reviews is that it allows software developers to share knowledge and learn from each other. When making changes to other developers' work, the reviewer can pick up new techniques and useful shortcuts that are especially important for junior developers. By sharing knowledge across the team, everyone can not only review code, but also offer feedback. And every developer has a unique style of writing code, so when multiple developers are working on a big project, it's important to make sure that the code is consistent. Code reviews ensure that developers follow specific coding practices throughout the developmental phase. And unfortunately, some developers discover bugs after sending features off to customers. So rather than rush to release a patch, having it reviewed by another developer earlier in the developmental phase is a more efficient way to identify potential problems. And reviewers save developers money when they're able to catch the type of bugs that slip through the testing and production phases undetected. Finding errors sooner rather than later also saves time. Fixing those problems before they get to the end user, again, saves money by not having to pay for an immediate repair, and it prevents a loss of money caused by poor, let's say, App Store reviews, and maybe it's reviews on other sites. And when team members work together, all members feel a sense of ownership of the work. And both the author and reviewers work together to identify problems and come up with creative solutions to shared problems and challenges. What are some of the disadvantages of code reviews? Well, there's a risk that it'll take a longer time to ship. The time taken to review code delays the release process, because in most code review approaches, reviewers need to collaborate with the code's author, and depending on the reviewer's workload, it may not be completed as fast as the code's developer would like. And many developers have a heavy workload, and because code reviews involve both the author and the reviewer, they can pull the focus of both parties away from the high priority tasks. And they may be forced to decide between tasks, which bring us back to the first problem and challenge. So do code reviews matter? Well, I'd say so. Would an author send their novel straight to copy without having editors proofread it? I don't think so. You'd want your editor to proofread your book first and foremost, before even publishing it and even sending it off sometimes to your friends and family. And just like writers, software code developers can ask themselves this exact question. And whichever route you choose, code reviews are important components that help developers learn source code. The process ensures that every piece of code is looked at by other team members, which helps to illuminate issues unseen by the author, thereby maintaining high quality code. Until such a time when code begins to write itself, which who knows, it could happen, code reviews continue to improve software. The question now is whether you think it's worth it. And there we have it. Thank you for watching this video on code reviews. And if you feel like you have a better understanding of the topic, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel where we come out with lots of videos on how to build great products. And again, my name is Josh. I'm one of the founders here at Product HQ, and I'll go ahead and see you on those other videos. Cheers.